So I'm going to show you how to cover up skin with severe acne or redness with Bare Minerals makeup. Enjoy! Okay, as you can see, I have pretty severe acne and scarring. And before you put your makeup on, you need to put your medications or whatever prescriptions on your face. And then what I use for oil control, because I have extremely oily skin, is OC8. OC8 Professional Mattifying Gel. It is amazing. It says that it keeps your skin oil-free for about 8 hours, but since mine is like extremely oily, it does pretty well for about 4 to 5 hours, and that's pretty good with my skin. Anyway, so after applying that to your face, you get the concealer. I use Summer Bisque from Bare Minerals, and you're going to want to put that into the cap and take a concealer brush, whatever concealer brush, and then you're going to want to just put that in there, not tap off too much, and then just start covering all the problem areas. This is going to be kind of like a primer for your skin. It doesn't have to be perfect, you just need to cover up most of the redness. This is a little weird because I've never done this on my computer. But yeah, so you're just gonna keep covering the red spots, and it's gonna look weird and blotchy and really bright, but we will take care of that. You don't want to forget your under eye area, because it tends to be a little darker. Okay, so it looks a little crazy and uneven, but it's okay. This is what it kind of should look like, especially if you have severe acne like mine. I have a lot of redness, so I need to cover up as much as I can. Okay, so now that I have my face covered with concealer, I'm going to apply foundation, and I use the Bare Minerals matte foundation because it soaks up oil better. And I use the medium tan. And so what you're going to do is, of course, you pour it out into the cap. I tend to use a little more than what most people use because I need to cover more. And then I use the Bare Minerals Full Flawless Face Brush. Love it. And so then of course I'm going to swirl and then tap off excess because you don't want it to look clumpy on your face, I guess. And then I just start sweeping and swirling over my face and trying to cover as much as I can and even it out. And if you need more, feel free to get more. And then once you feel like you've covered most of your face, you can start going over the parts that need it a little more so you can have more coverage. So now I feel like I've gotten kind of an even layer of foundation over my face, even though you can still see some blemishes. That's okay. Okay, so now we're covered up with the foundation, but we can still kind of see the blemishes. So what I do is I take the concealer brush again, but now I take the foundation color and I put it into the cap and I cover the blemishes with that. So then I take the concealer brush and just kind of tap it into the color, tap it out because the lighter concealer color is still in the brush. So you want to kind of mix it around so when you're putting it over your foundation, it's not going to look like lighter blotchy spots. So I'm just mixing it around. And now I have some in my brush, and then I'm just gonna kind of do what I did earlier with the concealer, but it's not concealer, and it will blend into the foundation. So you're just gonna want to go over some of these spots, and you just, just like the concealer thing, you just go over the spots that you can see or that bother you, or if the redness is still coming through the foundation, then you just do this. And you can kind of see that it's almost disappearing. So even though we have acne and we can't necessarily get rid of the bumpiness, we can get rid of the redness and the color. And you can still walk around, kind of confident about your skin. So now your face is fully covered and you can't really tell you have a lot of blemishes. So if you want to, you can take your brush and just kind of lightly go over, just so it will blend in a little more. Because when you're patting it on your blemishes, sometimes it looks a little heavier than the rest, obviously, because you made an even layer and then you're applying more to the spots where you want more. But I try not to go over too much because I don't want it to rub off. And you want it to sit on your skin and stay on your skin. And so what I do now is I take the warmth color, it just adds a little color to your face. And of course you're going to put it into the cap, just a little bit. You don't want too much because you don't want a red face, because we just covered all the red. And just take a brush that you use for warmth. I just use this. And rub it in and tap. And then just go over, where you want the color. I like to go over my cheeks. I kind of apply it sort of like blush, but I put more on my cheeks. And then I kind of rub it over my eyes, under my eyes, and then my forehead, and just kind of everywhere to just add a little bit of color. And when you're doing this, it also helps blend in the thicker parts of the foundation, so then it doesn't look uneven. And then, just keep applying the warmth to, however much you want on your face. And it also could depend on, where you're going. If you're just going out for the day or to the mall, then don't put too much on, you just need a little bit of color on your face. But if you're going out, then maybe you want a little more, or you can just use blush or something for that. So now that you have your face covered, you can go ahead and put on your eyeshadow, your eyeliner, your blush, whatever you want. And of course, with acne-prone skin, you can't completely cover up the bumps, but we did cover up the redness, and now you can go out feeling more confident, not worrying about people, staring at you, or, however you feel. Okay, so it's actually been 2.5 hours since I last recorded, and I haven't had to oil blot or anything. So this is just proof that OC8 Professional Mattifying Gel really, really works. And I really love this stuff. And I just wanted to tell you guys about this because I know you're frustrated with having to blot your skin like every 10 minutes or whatever. So really, this stuff works.